Hey, in this video, we will explore the topic of tangles. In particular, we will focus on the IOTA ecosystem and seek to find an answer to the question, what is an IOTA tangle? Imagine that you need to sign a house purchase contract at the notary's office. Usually, for this procedure to move forward, only two signatures are required, yours and the seller's. However, think about what would happen if you needed signatures from all contractors who worked to build the house. It would probably take weeks for each of them to sign the document, and the whole process would become super complicated. How does that have anything to do with the world of cryptocurrencies, you might ask? Well, while signatures may not be a thing in this industry, transaction confirmations definitely play a role in how fast the network operates. This feature becomes exceptionally evident when we compare Tangle versus blockchain. However, let's not get ahead of ourselves and untangle the tale of IOTA from the beginning. Welcome to Crypto Finally Explained, the most crypto-friendly educational YouTube channel for actually learning crypto. Here, I finally explain crypto topics using simple animations, visual doodles, and real-life examples, so no matter if you're 5 or 75, you'll be able to understand it. In this video, by searching for a direct answer to the question, what is IOTA's tangle, we will explore topics like what is IOTA in crypto and what is mIOTA. Lastly, we will compare Tangle versus blockchain. Without any further ado, let's jump into the video. The path to what is now known as IOTA wasn't straightforward. The project's roots trace back to another initiative called JIN, which saw daylight in September of 2014. The company was created by Sergey Ivancheglo, Sergey Popov, and David Sunstebu. Upon its launch, the project aimed to develop low-cost and energy-efficient hardware designed to be used in the Internet of Things, or IoT, ecosystem. After a successful crowd sale, which helped the project secure $250,000, things went south as regulatory issues started looming. Many argued that the coin was initially introduced as a profit-sharing token, making it a security. If you've been up to date with the crypto landscape, you will know that if there's even the slightest chance that a token might be a security, the US SEC will definitely pay a visit to the project. Following the buzz, JIN's co-founders fled the sinking ship and introduced IOTA instead. The three men were joined by Dominic Schiener to create, as they phrased it, a brand new and novel microtransaction crypto token optimized for the Internet of Things. This time, the co-founders did not make the same mistake and introduced IOTA's native coin as a utility token. Before we move on to the specifics of IOTA, the Internet of Things is a term used to describe a network of connected devices that exchange data and payment information with each other. For example, all of your Apple devices are IoT items. Your iPhone can be connected to your iPods to transmit music or any sound. Also, you can link your iPhone with your Apple Watch and read messages, make phone calls, make payments, and check various information via the device on your wrist. So, what is IOTA in crypto precisely? IOTA is a distributed ledger technology, or DLT, that allows users to manage their data, run tamper-proof programs, trade and own digital assets without the need for intermediaries. In a nutshell, a DLT is a decentralized record-keeping system. This is only a brief description though. If you want to learn more about DLTs, leave a comment below and I will consider making a dedicated video for this topic. Back to IOTA. By founding the protocol, the developers strove to make the project the go-to model for performing transactions on various IoT devices. In particular, during the launch event, co-founders called IOTA a public permissionless backbone for the Internet of Things that enables interoperability between multiple devices. As with almost any project in the crypto ecosystem, IOTA aims to solve certain problems notable in other protocols. In this case, IOTA hopes to become a solution for low network speeds, high fees, mining centralization, and limited scalability. At this point in the video, you might say, okay, it helps to make transactions between IoT devices. Is that it? Well, of course not. What IOTA is also used for is managing smart contracts, decentralized applications, or dApps, and staking. Over the years, the project explored other avenues of the Web3 world. In 2021, the firm introduced Assembly, IOTA DeFi, NFT, and DAO hosting base layer. By launching the Assembly, the team behind the project aimed to boost Web3 adoption rates and allow users to create their own sharded smart contract chains. Essentially, it created the open network to build and connect open worlds. At this point in the video, we are all aware of what is IOTA in crypto in the general sense. However, we cannot fully answer the question if we don't know how the IOTA blockchain works. Let's start discussing how IOTA works by addressing the elephant in the room. There is no such thing as the IOTA blockchain. Unlike most projects in the Web3 realm, IOTA doesn't use blockchain technology to operate. Instead, it utilizes a direct acyclic graph, or DAG, consensus algorithm called Tangle. As it is an inseparable part of the project, let's look into what exactly is IOTA Tangle. So, as I mentioned before, Tangle is not a blockchain technology. It is a consensus mechanism that relies solely on other users. How? Well, it requires other users to validate two transactions before their transaction can be processed. In particular, IOTA users can attach their transactions to different parts of the Tangle network. This is possible due to the network structure. Unlike blockchains, the Tangle network is connected with parallel transactions, creating a spiderweb-like pattern. A blockchain, on the other hand, follows a linear structure, with blocks following each other. To understand the Tangle structure better, imagine that the blockchain is a highway, which is generally a straight road with only a few stops, like gas stations. In that case, the Tangle can be compared to city roads, with every little street connecting with one another and leading to different areas with houses, shops, parks, and offices. It is unsurprising that the technology is called Tangle, as it legitimately looks like a tangled mess. Suppose we go a bit more into detail about how the network operates. Each node or transaction links to at least two other nodes. Overall, one transaction can be linked to up to 8 different nodes. The IOTA team believes this method helps to overcome costs and scalability issues of blockchains. How? There are no transaction fees because there are no blocks, miners, or traditional validators. Moreover, what is also interesting about IOTA is that the more people use the network, the faster the whole system gets. Overall, IOTA is designed to handle up to 1,000 transactions per second, which is significantly more than crypto giants like Ethereum or Bitcoin can handle. So, to conclude what is Tangle in crypto, we can say that it is a direct acyclic graph consensus algorithm that is powered by the protocol's users who validate other transactions to make their own go through. If you have ever searched for IOTA's native coin, you have probably encountered the term mIOTA. Before we thoroughly explore the project's tokenomics, it is worth highlighting that the terms IOTA and mIOTA are often used interchangeably. To understand what is mIOTA, we should look into the protocol's coin naming system. For the bigger parts of its native coin, similar to how Bitcoin's smallest unit is called a Satoshi, IOTA calls its coin units Tera IOTA, Giga IOTA, Mega IOTA, and Kilo IOTA. In terms of IOTA, Mega IOTA, or simply mIOTA, is the protocol's native coin. The cryptocurrency is used to transfer data and value within the network and has a limited supply of 2,779,000 coins, equivalent to 2.78 quadrillion of peta-IOTA. When it comes to the comparison of IOTA versus mIOTA, this task is simply impossible as it's the same coin with different volumes. If you plan to trade or invest in the network generally, remember that even if the coin is displayed as IOTA, you will likely be trading mIOTA. Where to trade? You can buy mIOTA on various crypto exchanges, including Binance or OKX, the two most popular IOTA exchanges by volume. So, I've already mentioned that IOTA doesn't use blockchain technology. It does, however, operate on its own consensus mechanism, Tangle. So, to grasp the full extent of what is IOTA Tangle, we should compare Tangle versus blockchain. We can start this comparison by looking at the decentralization of blockchains and Tangle. Regarding blockchains, in the vast majority of cases, the networks are completely decentralized as they are managed by computer nodes from all over the world, and no single entity oversees or controls the network. Blockchains ensure decentralized network security by employing complex cryptographic algorithms and consensus mechanisms, like proof of work or proof of stake. Just a quick heads up, if you want to learn more about blockchains, I have a video explaining how they work and what kind of data they can store. Thus, head over to my channel and check it out. Although Tangle is considered a decentralized mechanism, it actually uses a central coordinator node to check the authenticity of transactions and prevent double spending. This method eliminates the need for miners and validators. Thus, many experts argue that blockchain networks are safer than Tangle-powered protocols. However, while decentralization may be an issue for Tangle, the transaction fees and speed significantly surpass blockchains, making it a suitable choice for device-to-device microtransactions. Tangle has no transaction fees and can process up to 1,000 transactions per second, while on blockchains such as Bitcoin, it can process up to 5 transactions per second, with transaction fees being as high as hundreds of dollars. Another point in this Tangle versus blockchain battle is the network use cases. From this perspective, blockchains are more suited for financial applications like supply chain management, identity verification, smart contracts, and cryptocurrencies. IOTA Tangle is well suited for certain IoT applications, such as sensor networks, smart cities, and so on. Lastly, when comparing the adoption rates of blockchains and Tangle, blockchain networks are definitely the winner. It is an already established piece of technology that has been widely adopted by various networks. Tangle, on the other hand, is far more niche. Therefore, while blockchain definitely has a head start in this race, IOTA Tangle brings its own set of benefits to those looking for fast and transaction fee-free services. So, having discussed questions like what is IOTA in crypto, what is IOTA Tangle, and the IOTA ecosystem as a whole, we have reached the point where it's time to end this video. We've learned that IOTA was created with the goal of becoming the go-to model for making transactions on various Internet of Things devices. Moreover, by launching IOTA, the founders wanted to solve issues with network speeds, high fees, mining centralization, and scalability that hinder other networks. To do that, the IOTA team introduced a new consensus algorithm called Tangle. The mechanism helps to avoid network fees as users validate other user transactions to create a network that legitimately looks like a tangled mess. If you found value in this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Moreover, if you have any insights, suggestions, questions, or comments, be sure to leave them below. For now, that is it from me, and I will see you in the next video.